And next up at UFC 327, an interesting matchup in my opinion. We've got Esteban Ribovics taking on Mateusz Gamrot. Obviously, Gamrot coming off of that Charles Oliveira submission loss, and obviously no shame in losing to Charles Oliveira, the current BMF belt holder. But I gotta say, give me Esteban Ribovics here. He's a guy that, he's renowned for putting up high volume in his fights. He carries power in his hands, and he's got good takedown defense, and he shows urgency to get back to his feet, and that's what I really like in this matchup here as a slight underdog. Obviously, Gamrot known for his heavy wrestling, his heavy pressure, and his heavy pace that he puts on in most of his fights. But I think Esteban here is a guy that can land more damaging shots on the feet. He can sprawl and brawl, make this one interesting on the judges' scorecards, and I think Gamrot is going to struggle to be able to hold down Ribovics for long periods of this fight. I think that's what this is really going to come down to, and it's going to look kind of like the Dan Hooker fight. I think Esteban is going to show urgency to get back to his feet. He's going to have moments on the feet, landing more volume, being the cleaner striker with more power, and I think that that's going to sell himself really to the judges and ultimately win him a unanimous decision here, 29-28. I could see Gamrot winning a round with his grappling, kind of getting in the face of Ribovics, backing him up, kind of throwing an overhand right to get into the legs, shooting a double, getting the fight to the ground, and kind of chain wrestling. But I don't think that Gamrot can keep that pace up throughout the course of a 3-round fight here. So give me Esteban Ribovics here as a slight underdog to pull off the upset. And I do think that obviously Gamrot at 35, he's shown that he can be high level. He's shown that he's a good fighter. But I think that this is a nice matchup here for Ribovics where he can sprawl and brawl, do more damage, and ultimately win a unanimous decision. Ribovics all the way. Let's see who Carlos is going with.
Okay, in this one, I'm going to take Esteban Ribovics to get it done. I think Ribovics being able to throw in combination after getting up off the ground can be very dangerous for Gamrot. Gamrot throws strikes, and he can be effective, but he throws one shot at a time. His striking is good, but he's just kind of slow on his feet. He's got slow feet, and his hands they're smooth, but they don't really have anything big behind it. And has good control of his opponents once he gets them to the ground. So I assume once he gets Esteban Ribovics to the ground, and he's going to do that, he's going to be able to try to control him from the top. But it's been very hard for anyone to hold down Esteban Ribovics. The guy's always scrambling. His cardio is incredible. And what makes him so dangerous is once he gets back to his feet, he's got the cardio to push. And when he pushes, he comes after you. He's aggressive. He's aggressive on the ground. He's aggressive on the feet. He throws in combination. It's kind of a bad matchup for somebody like Gamrot. Now, Gamrot can win this fight. The only way I see it happening is if once Gamrot gets him down and he keeps mat returning him to the ground, I just feel if you can just weigh yourself on Ribovics, eat up time on the clock, force him to work getting up, you're going to win. So, he could win this if it becomes a snuggle fest for his opponent, but I just have a feeling that Ribovics is going to be able to create separation, get back to his feet, throw in combination, and when he does it, he's probably going to sting Gamrot on the feet. I don't think he's going to stop him, but I think the way that they judge fights now in MMA, where before, if you held somebody down, you were able to get the judges to look your way from ground control or octagon control. What I do think now is they work on damage a little bit more, and I think Ribovics is going to create a little bit more damage in the ring when he gets back to his feet. So I'm going to take him to get this one done.